Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Above the Influence podcast, episode 1. My name is Ron. I'm with my co-host Lawrence.
Yo, what's up? How's it going?
And yeah, this is the Above the Influence podcast. What are we doing here, Lawrence?
Pretty much on this podcast, we're gonna be talking about like current events that are going on, things on social media that we see, trending topics, sports, a lot of the stuff that we have, common interest, music, philosophical ideas, and kind of with like a little bit of a twist. We're kind of gonna be high while we're doing this. So
Not kind of.
yeah, we're kind of high. We're kind of high a little
high,
bit. Yeah,
kind of high.
yeah, we smoked a little bit before this for sure, but yeah, I mean that's kind of just how like. Not really uniqueness, but that's just kind of gonna be like a little bit of
that's our twist.
Yeah,
that's what we're bringing to this because we did want to be different with a podcast, and something we do enjoy is smoking. So here we are, we using our creative juices to get here. But how this podcast basically started is obviously I was stoned, and I've been listening to a lot of podcasts recently, and I just thought it would be cool to try to start my own, but I knew I couldn't do it alone. So
no, you got that, bro. No, you got it for sure.
No. I was smoking with my girlfriend. Her name is Shirelle. You'll probably see her in this podcast. Shout out, babe. See you next week, maybe. So we were just smoking one day, and I told her about this podcast, and she saw I was really into it, and she was telling me like, oh, why don't you start one? And I don't know, it's just not something I ever really thought I would be able to really do. It's something more I enjoyed, but I don't know. I said, why not? And here we are. But how I got here with Lawrence is as soon as I knew I wanted to make a podcast, I was like, this is my guy right here. We have so much in common. Like you said earlier, like it's crazy from like
the
sports,
actually kind of crazy.
The sports, to the music, to everything that we can talk about, and we can just talk about for hours. But it also needed
like
to be
the same person.
Yeah, I think I've told people that we're kind of the same person.
Yeah, I mean, like your birthday is like literally the day
Yeah.
before mine. Like he's literally a year.
I'm a year older though.
Yeah, and a day. Like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of forgot where I was going, but
no, like how you brought into me like the perfect.
Oh yeah, so how we enjoy the same thing, so I thought it would be great, and it's someone who I don't see, too often.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
yeah.
but when we do talk, it'll never ends. Like we're really good friends too, so we're always like in each other's lives. But how did we meet?
How did we meet? Hold on, like before we start that, let me talk about like starting the podcast and like getting into this and like you bringing me into this. It's kind of crazy.
I didn't explain it well. That's
yeah,
why.
No, it's cool. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, for the most part, you kind of covered the basis of like you had an idea of starting a podcast, and then you invited me over, and then you brought on the idea of like, hey, do you want to start a podcast with me, like together with me, which is kind of crazy because like I thought about starting a podcast in the past before and like never really started it until like you came up to me and asked me, and like now we're doing this. But that same day, I remember. Either the day before that or that same day, Eli, remember Eli from high school?
Yes.
Shout out to Eli if you're watching this. But he had posted something about starting a podcast, and I had slid up to that. I'm like, yeah, bro, go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
And then you, like, when I came over and you're like, do you want to start a podcast? It was all crazy how it all happened. It was, like, super coincidence. Remember I told you earlier I was going to tell you?
Yeah.
This is what I wanted to tell you.
So
yeah.
That is the coincidence.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how that all happened. Like, that happened crazy. About a podcast, and then now we're starting a podcast, and you told me. But yeah, that's kind of how
time frame,
right?
It was a sign,
it was just
right?
That's what I was telling you. Like coincidences happen like that,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like it's too much of a coincidence to say it's a coincidence, but it kind of happens. But
our podcast is gonna be better. Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of all crazy. I mean, for this podcast, do you want to go ahead and start talking about like the first times like you smoked weed, since like this is gonna be we're gonna do this podcast while also being high. I feel like that's kind of like a good topic to get into, like smoking weed and how that all came about. You want to start off with that?
Yeah, I can just start. So I mean, the first time, or
yeah, like when's the first time like you ever smoked?
First time I ever smoked was probably like middle school, maybe like 7th or 8th grade.
Yeah,
with some of like my best friends.
Yeah.
So It was pretty early on, but I never smoked like too often. Like never became like a habit or anything like that.
Like, were you just doing all the time?
Yeah, no, it was only like special occasions or if I were to hang out with those people.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was casual, and I remember the first time we were at my friend's house, and it was probably like 6 or 7 of us.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my friends, if he's watching this, he'll definitely know who he is. he got up, and I didn't feel anything at the time, but he was feeling a little, he was feeling it.
Yeah,
he was tipsy. And we're like 7th,
in the
8th
mood.
graders, so he he ended up getting up like quick as fuck and like started walking away, and he fell into the pool.
What?
I swear, I was right next to him, but
yeah.
It was.
Wait, were you guys at like somebody's house? Like,
yeah,
like one of your guys' friends' house.
Someone's house, but it was probably the first or second time that we've been there. So
yeah,
we're not
like,
used to it.
Okay,
so it was a cool spot, and then he fucking fell into the pool, and I swear I saw that shit in like slow motion, and like as if I could help him, but
yeah, like you could reach out and like catch him,
catch him, but obviously I couldn't. And I just remember like his phone went in, and everything went in.
Yeah, and
he was so upset. And the whole night, he just wanted to go to bed. Like, he did not have a good experience after that. And I think he just fell asleep after. But in terms of my high, like, I think they started playing Family Guy. And then after...
Like, as you guys were
you know, like, how we do, like, we'll put on a movie or, like, The Office, right? Or some shit like that and just watch and just laugh. They put on Family Guy. And I never watched Family Guy growing up because it had a lot of swear words. My parents wouldn't like...
Yeah, like you kind of like turned down
Asian
the TV
house,
like as you
like,
were watching.
Dude, they didn't even let me watch like SmackDown versus Raw and that shit. That shit was
for
fake.
real?
Yeah, I know. I had to watch it at night, like secretly with the volume off, like you said.
Yeah, okay. Dude, I fucking love that shit.
Anyway, but
can we curse in this podcast?
Fuck. Yeah,
I guess not. All right, yeah, fuck that. Okay, yeah, for sure. All right, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to like be cursing and be like, oh shit, could I say that?
By the way, do you know what time we started?
Yeah, like we started about
no, cause 20-minute mark. Remember? All right. Anyway, it's fine.
Yeah. No, yeah, we're good.
All right, cool.
No, I got a timer right there.
All right, bet.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, chilling, bro. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Yeah. So.
So he turned on. All right. My bad.
Yeah, we're good. Don't forget about that. That was just something that we had to make sure we had calculated. But
first podcast.
Yeah.
It'll get better. I promise.
Yeah.
But yeah. So he put on Family Guy, and I didn't feel it at first because I think we only split like a bowl or like 2 bowls.
Yeah.
But there was like 6 of us.
Hey, when you're first starting smoking, that's a lot. Yeah.
So I thought I was smoking a lot. I was coughing my lungs out, right? But after like 35, 45 minutes, I was like, dude, I don't feel anything, right? And I sat down, it's like this couch, but it has that leg extension.
Right.
So you're like chilling like that.
Yeah.
I got the best spot on the couch. Yeah. I got the best spot on the couch and perfect. And we're just laying there. And then I start laughing out of nowhere. And they all look at me like I'm crazy. Yeah. But I couldn't even explain how I was feeling. And then I kept just yelling like, oh, he has a football head. And I was talking about Stewie.
Oh.
And I was like, what the fuck? Because I never watched it either.
Yeah.
So I just kept yelling like, dude, he has a football head. He has a football head. And I don't know. That was my first experience with
Like that's what you remember?
Yeah.
But how did it make you feel? Like you didn't feel like it was just like a good experience? Like you were just kind of happy?
I had fun. But it wasn't because like all the people around me were kind of slumped.
Yeah.
I was like kind of laughing by myself because it took so long for it to hit me.
Mm-hmm.
So they were all kind of like chilling already.
Right.
But I had a great time. Obviously, here I am.
Yeah.
How many years later?
Still going strong.
Still going strong.
Yeah. Feel it.
I hope my mom and dad never watch this.
Yeah, please. If you are, I mean, we're grown, so.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
We ate stones. That's why we're stoned.
Yes.
I swear. Shut the fuck up, Lawrence. Okay, go ahead. Okay. What was your first time for real?
My first time. Fuck. Shit. Well, I started a little bit later than you did. You said you started a little bit early, like 8th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade.
My first time.
My first time was junior year.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
you make you sound like a pothead.
Nah, dude, like totally.
I'm just kidding,
I mean, I wasn't introduced to it. Like I was around it. I saw kids that did it, but I just never was like, I want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, I don't know what did it. Maybe I was just in high school and I was just older, and I was like, hey, maybe it's like everybody's doing
it's
it now.
something you want to try, right?
Right, yeah, like eventually I was like, yeah. Especially you kids at home, if anybody's under the age watching this, I definitely do not recommend smoking. If you want to smoke when you're older, go ahead and do it. But like you when you're younger, your brain's still developing. Even me, I was like 16.
Yeah, like 7th or 8th grade.
Yeah, I thought that was
that.
pretty early. Yeah, don't do that. But back to the topic at hand. What were those games called? Those football games?
Flag football?
Yeah,
or
for
the
like
homecoming?
the homecoming game.
Yeah, the homecoming with the alumni.
That was when it was.
Yes.
Junior year homecoming game. It was me and a couple of the homies from high school.
Mm-hmm.
You know them. I don't know if I want to mention them in here, but they know who they are.
Yeah,
you probably know them. Yeah. We all like ganged up. We drove off to the corner. It was all sketch in high school. I don't know if you were like in that,
because like you're still under
age, right? Like
you're
you
still
like
under your parents.
you
like,
kind
there's
of
a lot
just
of
did it wherever
stuff.
like you could find a spot, right?
Yeah.
So that kind of just happened. We kind of pulled up to the cut, pulled out, like jumped out, fucking sat down, smoked. The first time I hit it, I didn't even know how to hit the pipe.
Yeah,
it was a pipe. I hit a pipe. What did you hit for the first time? It was a pipe, right? You said.
Yeah, it was a pipe.
Yeah, I hit a pipe. I coughed. Obviously, it kind of fucked me up a little bit. But honestly, at first I didn't really feel it.
Yeah,
and we all smoked, and then we walked and we went to the actual homecoming game. And at first, I kind of was tripping out because I was like, we're going to the homecoming game. All the teachers are going to be here. They're going to see me. And they're going to know I'm high. Yeah. But like at the same time, it was after school, and like it was kind of separate.
It was like that after school environment where like
I don't
they're
really
there,
I
but no one's really watching.
Nobody cared. Yeah,
no one really.
For me, when we got to the game itself, somebody told me this. As I was walking on the grass, they said like the grass was going to be super soft and it was going to feel like I'm walking on clouds. And maybe it was just because I was high for the first time and I was like, oh, I don't know what's going on. But like literally walking on the grass, it felt like it was like the softest thing ever.
Yeah.
It felt great. Yeah.
That's what you remember? Like
that's what I remember. Like the grass was like super soft.
It was at that new.
At CSUN, yeah, at CSUN,
so
the
like
turf, not the turf, but the new field,
yeah, the new field. So, okay, I get what you
mean. Yeah, it was super nice grass.
Sit down there too,
yeah, and we were just sitting on the grass, and it kind of felt like I was just laying down on like a soft cloud, dude. It was pretty great. Yeah. It was pretty great. I remember my time. It was a good time. I kind of just enjoyed being
like you
high.
enjoyed that moment.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's cool. That's a good first moment. So, but when would you say like you really like? When did you start smoking? Like for you,
like by myself or like regularly?
Regularly. Like when you started wanting to.
And like throughout high school, we would smoke all the time, and then we had the home period.
Yeah, where we leave.
Yeah, where we would leave early, like on Wednesdays and Fridays. Literally like at noon. So, me and like a couple other homies, we would always go and like pick up every now and then. So we would smoke a lot.
Yeah.
But it would be like a couple times a week, and then I didn't really get smoking until like later on in like after high school when I was at home. When I finally moved into the back house.
Yeah.
That's when I really started smoking like a lot.
So, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Yeah, it was pretty much like when I got like by myself. But for you, like when did you start?
Yeah, like I was gonna say like the same thing for me. Like we would just smoke the pen like every couple days. At my parents' house, right? And then when we got here, by the time we got here, we were so like done with the pen.
Yeah.
We wanted to like expand, so we went to pre-rolls and then we went to joints. So it mainly started when I moved out, but not because like it's just because like it was something new, not because like I don't know how to explain it.
No, that it was just new. Like it was just cool. Like you enjoyed doing it, right?
Yeah,
like, it was just something new in your life.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that I was in my own place and like we can be here together and just like have our like enjoy ourselves high, like
like by yourself.
We had to be quiet.
Yeah, like not like bothering anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just,
like here we can do whatever we want.
Right.
Like, whenever we want. So.
If you guys didn't know, we're like in his house.
Oh yes.
Yeah, like his. Yeah, and then we got the.
Yeah, my address is.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah.
No, but yeah, we're in my place and it's my first year moving out, so that's kind of cool. Lease is almost up, but yeah, we moved during a fucking pandemic, so.
Right. Yeah.
But
that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was. We'll get to that. But
okay.
Going back to my story, but fuck, where did I leave off? Oh, how we moved to this house. So yeah, basically when I started moving to this house, and we started getting into like pre-rolls, and yeah, that's kind of where it started. So I'd say probably a year ago. Yeah, like a year ago, 11, 10 months is when we really got into it.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
yeah, like I said, it was just like really when I moved out into the back house, because then I
Oh
like
yeah, duh.
yeah.
Fucking
Come
dumb.
on now. No, all right.
Fucking rookie.
But nah. I mean, like, I guess I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, just smoking, it just kind of became a part of my life. Like, I just kind of do it like all the time now.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the same way?
I feel like for me, it's just like a comfort thing. Like if, like I said, like there are responsibilities that that we still do that we know, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, with free time, it's like if I have nothing else to do, like why not? Because like I enjoy being high. You know, it's fun. So, it's not hurting me in any way right now. So like we're good.
Yeah,
we're
cool.
good.
Yeah, pretty cool.
We're chilling. So that's how I feel about things.
Right.
So now that we were done kind of with our introduction,
yeah, that kind of went on for a little bit. That was just supposed to be like a short a little segment.
So I brought it up earlier, like how to you, how did we start? Like how did we start hanging out? And
like how did we like?
Yeah, how did
along?
I meet you?
How did we meet? We met. I mean, we went to the same high school for beginners, but we didn't really like get close until like senior year.
Yes.
But I remember like seeing you around campus, and I knew like, oh, that's Ron. Like,
yeah, like
I would see
I
you
think
like
we
that.
knew of each other.
Yeah, but we didn't really talk until like actual senior year, and then when we did talk, it like clicked really really easily. Yeah.
So, like, it was never like forced with. Like with you, like it was just always like
it's smooth.
Whatever,
it was
whatever
like
we want to
smooth, right?
talk
Like
about,
it
it was there.
It
like,
flowed. It flowed pretty easily. It was like really at the beginning of the year, huh?
Yeah,
we had
like,
a lot of the same classes.
Exactly. So I think first, what comes to my mind is Miss Ellers for some reason.
Yeah, English. Yeah.
Yeah. So, shout out Miss Eller.
Yeah, shout out Miss Eller. She was cool.
I know you're watching this, Miss Eller, but I just like yeah, like it was just natural. So it felt cool. And then I think that was your basketball year, right?
Yeah, that was the year I played basketball.
Yeah,
yes.
So he made the team, and I was on the team, and that just helped. And then I remember Miss Eller's class because we would always leave that class to go to the basketball games.
That's what I was about to say. Like we would always try to leave her class early, but he would never want to go. I'd be like, bro, Ron, like she doesn't care. Let's just go.
Dude.
And Ron was like, nah, bro, we gotta stay. And I was like, fuck.
I was a good student, all right?
Yeah, I understood it, but we definitely could have left.
Oh yeah, we could have left like.
But like, I feel like her class was like super easy too. Like she was just kind of like,
it was
give
very
us the
clear.
answers a lot.
Yeah,
but she would like, I mean, give us the answers, like more like guide us in. Like
she was one of those direction. Like those real professors.
Yeah,
professor.
I think she could have been a professor. She
could
have been a professor. 100%. Yeah,
but like she's one of those real teachers that that just gives you straight like how life is. So like appreciative for those teachers.
For real, yeah, for sure. Like that's like one of the teachers that like thinking back on high school, like I appreciate her for being my teacher. You know, like I mean, I'm pretty sure I learned some shit from her, but I can't think of anything right now, but yeah,
do you remember the fucking
like,
dances she would always do?
The dance?
Yeah, like she would try to teach us that it was like I think it was Shakespeare or some shit. The A B.
Oh yeah, the claps.
Yeah,
the
she
claps.
fucking danced to that shit. And
I don't remember her dancing, but I remember the claps.
Yeah, and the one thing she would say is like, "You'll never forget this."
Yeah,
never and fucking leaves. Yes.
Dang. Yeah.
And the stupid Betty vocabulary.
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't have that. No, I didn't know about that.
Fuck. It's like adjectives.
Yeah, I mean, probably
right,
she would probably
school.
hate me now. Yeah, like she would be like, I left
school.
you with this, and like you didn't remember.
Yeah,
but fuck it. But yeah, I mean, beyond that, I don't know. We kind of just became really, really good friends really easily. Like as long with all those classes, and then we started hanging out a lot afterwards. After I mean, like, with the basketball team, I think it was.
But even I think after like basketball season, we started like hanging out more. Like I think I went to your house a couple of times. Where, we just go hang out and do
or we would just go eat or something.
Yeah, like we would just do something. I forgot. Didn't you work at Farmer Boys for a period of time?
Yeah, you got me a job. He got me a job. I remember he had called me. You called me. I don't remember if it was super early, but you called me in the morning. I was still sleeping. I literally just woken up, and you're like, "Hey." Yeah, you're literally like, "Hey, do you want a job?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, do you want a job?" Yeah. And I was like, sure." And he was like, "Yeah, okay, well, get up and come." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, just get up and come and like
interview.
You interview
Yeah.
literally right there. So I had literally just woken up. I hopped in the shower and I ran.
Yeah.
Yeah, not ran, but I drove, but kind of super quick. But still, yeah.
Should we say where? Yeah, that's fine, right?
What?
Farmer Boys.
Yeah, Farmer Boy's pretty lit. That was my first job, so
Yeah.
I appreciate
It was my
that.
first job,
Yeah,
and then wait, I was your manager, huh?
yeah, you were my manager.
I was not your manager. I was your manager, but I wasn't your manager.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, we had some pretty good times there.
Like I just told you what to do when there was nothing to do.
Yeah, I mean,
Other
like
than
he
that.
was my manager, so like if you were to think of a manager, you know, it was kind of like it was cool that he was like kind of your best friend at the time.
Yeah.
Even though we're still best friends,
Yeah.
but like at that time, like it wasn't like I didn't feel like I was working a job. I just felt like we were just kind of doing stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I get you.
Yeah.
I like Farmer Boys. Farmer Boys is cool. I
It was
met a lot
cool.
of good
Remember,
people there.
dude, they fired me. I hate that place. I don't even know if they fired me. I don't know what happened.
They did that shit that they always do. It's like if like they get cut on hours, which happens a lot with that because it's owned by a franchise.
Yeah.
They're part-timers or they're new hires. They just stop scheduling them if they can't afford it. I'm like, you're not gonna give them a day or 2 days.
But
or
they
at
didn't
least
even
let
like
them
tell me
go?
anything. Yeah.
They just take you off the schedule. And I'm like, dude, these guys are still employed to you. You can't just like look the other way. But it's what they did, and it's what they got away with most of the time. Just kind of
I don't know how that happened. I mean, like I remember it was the Christmas party. I remember that. I was there for like a couple months. We had a Christmas party, and
That shit was
then
lit, though.
I came in the next week looking for my hours, or I called in and they said I wasn't scheduled. So I was like, all right, for sure, I'll just go in and check like the
next time.
whenever I get in
schedule.
next. And I just never got scheduled again. And I called and I was like, hey, I don't have any hours. And I came in and talked to the manager, and they were just like, oh, we'll schedule in for next week. And then never happened. Never got a call back. Nothing. Yeah. I hate that place.
That place. They had good food.
Yeah.
I like their food. Have you had their food recently?
No, I have not. But when I did eat there, like when we worked there, it was pretty good.
Honestly, being high.
That zucchini?
If you're fucking high.
Yeah, that fried zucchini.
Want to get some after this, low key?
Maybe on that, cause fuck that place still.
We'll go to this one, the Chatsworth location.
I still don't like that place. Like, I mean, the food was pretty good, but like, it's like
we don't have to talk to anyone. We'll go drive through.
That's true. All right, we'll think about it.
You heard me.
We'll think
If
about
we don't get it, it's Lawrence's fault.
Yeah, no, but for sure. But yeah, I mean,
that's kind of our story. We've like, it was a good vibe together. It was always a good vibe. Like,
yeah, that's true.
There was never any like bad times.
Dude, we were on the front of our yearbook.
Oh,
could you believe that?
I think I have it somewhere here, so maybe I'll show it one day.
Yeah, we'll show a picture like on screen right here. But it was kind of crazy. Like, it was us at the beach.
Yeah.
At the senior bonfire.
Yeah, the bonfire.
Yeah.
So like, I think that's like when we first started just hanging out too.
Right.
And
yeah.
then, like, I don't know. It was
It
weird.
just
Like,
kinda
I just
happened,
remember
like,
like playing football. Like we were just playing like football with a bunch of people, and then after a while, like I had the football and the sun was setting, and you were next to me, and someone got a nice ass photo.
No, I think we were high fiving.
Yeah, like it was like a super candid ass photo. And
it was dope.
Really,
it was
really nice.
I would love to like
And then-
have that pinned up.
But
Like
they didn't
blown
tell
up.
us, right?
I don't think so. No, it just kind of happened.
Yeah, and then I don't know I don't know if you told me or someone noticed it, but if you never told me, I don't think I would have noticed.
When
on the
no,
yearbook.
I think I noticed.
Yeah,
like,
and
when
you told
we first
me,
got
right?
it. Yeah,
and you're like, dude, that's us, and I'm like,
yeah.
I've never seen that picture
Dude,
before,
it's
but that's a
crazy,
crazy ass picture.
I still have it. I have the yearbook
Yeah.
on my dresser, and I see it all the time.
Yeah.
It's freaking dope.
Dude.
But what was I gonna say? That like memory of like me and you playing
Mhm.
football at the beach.
Dude, that's
We do that a lot. I realized we've done that more.
Mhm.
I love whenever we do that shit.
yeah,
That shit's pretty
that
dope.
shit's so cool. Like it's tough now with COVID, but
Yeah.
but like those times, like just going to the beach, just throwing a football around, or even like a baseball or something.
Yeah,
and
or
just like
yeah.
it's kind of like being
beach.
free.
I
Yeah,
kind of like
just
going to the
being
beach
free.
with you. I feel like we go to the beach a lot.
Like I was never one to really like the beach.
Me either.
And
I hate the beach.
Yeah, and that's why. But Shira
Until
really
like recently, yeah.
Shira really likes going to the beach, so like I'll go with her, and like
Mhm.
I'll have the best times at the beach.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I still don't want to go.
Really?
Like when she'll say, or someone will say, "Oh, let's go to the beach." I'm like, like, can we go somewhere else?
Yeah.
But I'll go to the beach and have the best time.
Really?
I don't know why, but
It's just a good vibe.
it
dude.
is
It's
a good vibe.
to
Maybe
be-
I should start
good
liking
vibes,
the beach.
Good vibes only.
Oh, yeah,
Good
good
vibes.
vibes.
Yeah, good vibes only.
maybe I should start liking the beach, huh? So
Yeah.
we can go.
I mean, I feel like I understand what you're saying about like not liking the beach. Do you not? I've had some horrible experiences at the beach. Talking about the beach now, I don't know about you. I kind of died a couple of times at the beach. Like,
Really?
yeah, no lie, yeah. Like, there was this one time, when I was younger. Apparently, like the waves had taken me when I was
They fucking kidnapped you.
They took me and, like they had to come and grab me out of the water. And then another time when I was a little bit older, we were playing in the water and we were jumping the waves. I don't know if you ever done that. Like the wave comes and you jump
I was
into
always
it.
like too much of a pussy because
For real?
I'm not a great swimmer. So
Yeah, no.
I can hear them laughing.
Michael
at
Phelps
me
over
already.
here. Not
Oh,
really, but yeah, I can
my
swim.
bad.
I can swim a little bit. But
You know
no,
who smokes though?
Huh?
You know Michael Phelps smokes?
really?
Like, yeah, he's like one of the like big. Sorry,
Like-
cut you off, but
yeah,
like,
no,
you know, real
like
quick,
Olympic
he like,
athletes that
yeah,
do-
like the one of the like huge. That's like LeBron smoking.
That's what I was about to say. Like, not a lot of athletes like admit to doing it,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure a lot of them do.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
go ahead. Like, obviously, like you're one of the top athletes in the world. Like, I'm pretty sure your body deserves a little
Yeah.
bit of it. Yeah,
Go ham.
yeah.
All right, sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, no. What I was saying was, we were playing. We were jumping through the waves, and then I remember I had like turned around and I was trying to walk out, like
Yeah.
back into the beach and the sand. And the
Dragging.
waves were coming in, and I was like taking steps, but I wasn't moving. Like the sand was like pulling me, and I remember just kind of like turning around, and there was like this. Maybe I was maybe 10 at the time.
Yeah, so-
There's like this gigantic
It's
wave that just came
terrifying.
and like smacked me. I fell, and like I kind of tumbled a couple of times, like in the
that
sand.
Shit tosses you. 'Cause
Yeah,
that shit's
because
heavy.
it's water, bro.
Yeah.
Like water hurts. Yeah. But I hit the sand. I came down, and the wave like pulled me, and I kind of scratched. I don't remember which side it was. I think it was my right side, but I kind of scratched this side of my face.
Yeah.
And I came out of the water all like messed up and like not knowing what's going on. Like I survived the battle or something.
Came out of like a 12-round fucking boxing match.
Right. Yeah. But it was just like the wave that messed me up. Yeah. I ran over to my mom,
Yeah.
I didn't even run over to my mom. I kind of walked out of the water.
You're just like.
And I realized that like I was kind of like messed up a
Yeah.
little bit, and I remember like kind of like blinking in my eye because there was like blood and like sand everywhere, and I remember kind of like in my left eye seeing people, and they kind of looked at me like I was like, what the hell happened to this kid?
Yeah.
And I finally go to my mom, and they called the lifeguard and they cleaned me up and everything. But yeah, I kind of had some crazy experiences
Yeah.
at the beach.
I can see why you don't like the beach, but.
Yeah, but now I love the beach. I love the beach.
Really?
Yeah, even going at like nighttime.
Dude, nighttime beach is different.
It's great, bro. It's a great vibe.
I
The
wish you
moon.
can see everything. Like, obviously you can't because it's fucking dark as fuck. but
Right, yeah.
I wish you can like see over the sea like you can when it's morning.
Right.
But like that would be perfect. Like if the
see
sky
over the
was
horizon?
bright enough to like
Yeah.
shine on the ocean and I could see it, that'd be so nice. But
It's pretty cool too, like even with like the moon, like how it reflects, it's just kind of like pitch black, and then it's like the
yeah,
the
like you
moonlight.
see the little moonlight ripples and everything.
yeah, that's cool.
That's
Those are good
kinda-
times.
It's kind of
Yeah, sucks, can't do stuff like that. COVID.
Yeah, COVID. How's that been for you?
How has that been for me? Kind of crazy. I feel like that's kind of for like everybody. It's like
It's just,
I don't know.
It's different.
It's yeah, exactly. Like it's just not being able to get out or like get out of your own space and like being pretty much in the same area. I don't know. For me, especially now,
yeah.
I feel like I'm just doing the same thing over and over again, like kind of like a simulation type of feel.
Yeah.
I don't know if you feel like that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Like so, for I don't know, just like especially us, like we've gone 20 something years in our lives and we haven't
Yeah.
experienced anything like this, so it's like different for everyone.
For real.
Even older people, like our parents, like they haven't dealt with this shit.
Nah.
Yeah, like this hasn't happened in a while, so it's just
In a while, like hasn't happened.
a lot,
Yeah.
like Black Plague type shit. No, but like I mean. Sorry, that's me gathering my thoughts. I say like
No, but, like, for
I
real,
mean,
like,
I say that a lot.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm like
what you're
I'm gathering my thoughts. I'm sorry.
saying. No, yeah, you were saying this like for older people how this pandemic and like
Oh,
just
yeah,
how it
yeah,
affects
yeah,
everybody.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So like for me though, moving during a pandemic and like I haven't done anything like this, and it was something that was new to me because it's something Shirel presented to me. Like
Yeah.
she's the one who wanted to move out, and
Yeah,
so
I didn't know that.
so she's the one who wanted to move out, so she pushed me towards it, and honestly, like at first, like I really didn't want
Yeah, I
to,
was
and I
about
was
to say you didn't
hesitant,
want to.
but she was going with or without me,
Mhm.
so I love that about that. Like she was so sure.
Yeah, like she was
So,
like for sure.
Yeah, so I took like a trust on her, like on her and our relationship or whatever.
Right.
Sorry, this is like turning this way, but
No, that makes
yeah,
sense.
like-
Like you were like, all right, well, if you want to make the decision, okay, I'll follow you.
Yeah,
For
like-
sure,
like-
yeah.
I want to see where this is going. So I did it, and turns out like it was probably one of the best things, if not like the most satisfying thing I've done in my life. Like it's just
That's cool.
It's
yeah.
just
perfect.
fucking
It
great.
worked
like,
out great. Yeah.
living by myself and just living not by myself, living with her, but us together, like without my parents, and like as a 21-year-old at the time, I thought I thought I was like
That's kind of crazy.
I thought it was crazy just to be able to kind of like just try to support myself. Like I wanted to feel independent, and I also wanted to experience this new chapter in my life, you know?
Right, yeah.
But it sucks because that came during a pandemic, and it just made everything worse. Luckily for me, but I haven't stopped working. Like I haven't been out of work since the pandemic started.
Right.
If anything, I've been having to work more because I work at a grocery store.
They'll probably have you more like more hours just doing.
Yeah, or just like, hey, can you stay overtime? And it's like,
yeah,
well, sure, like I guess because we're so behind, right?
Busy and right.
And they started like switching my schedule, so like I went from 4 in the morning to 2 in the morning. So like,
right.
It felt like a cycle of like getting home tired as fuck, then doing whatever through the day. Like let's say I smoke, I eat, and I hang out with Shy.
Yeah.
Or like I'll play Xbox, play some COD or something, right? And then go to sleep, and then wake up again the next day tired as fuck.
Yeah.
Like 5 days a week, and then like you go to school or like I have a class or something. It was just like it felt like there was always for me something to do, which I can't say is like for everyone. Because I know like a lot of people have, they felt like there's nothing
bored
to do.
or like just like kind of like stuck. Yeah.
So if anything, like for me, I felt like
no, go ahead. Yeah, this is like. I mean, I kind of want to know how you felt because, like, it kind of compares to, like, how I felt and other people at home who are watching this. Hopefully, you're still watching. But, yeah, like, how they felt through the pandemic. Because I feel like for everybody, like you said, you had a lot of stuff to do or you were always busy.
I feel like it added more instead of taking away,
Yeah.
So, like, it added to my responsibilities and things to do and trying to get everything together. But
for sure.
Yeah. Go ahead. What you were saying?
No, that was pretty much what I was saying. I was just trying to relate you back to your topic. But was that it? That's pretty much for you. Like you didn't have any like weird feelings. Like I know a lot of people started drinking a lot or like smoking a lot. For me, at least for me, yeah. Like for the beginning of the pandemic, I did start to drink a lot. I mean, I did have stuff to do. Like I was busy, but I was just kind of at home. Like I did not like you were able to. You went to work, which is kind of like you had to be around people.
Yeah.
But you were out, then you came home, so you kind of like changed the scenario.
Yeah, it was like very, like hectic and crazy and like, filled with people.
Right. Yeah.
To like isolation and like isolation.
Yeah.
So, at one point, like we did have a scare, right? So we had to quarantine for 2 weeks, or whatever, and. So I did get to feel like how
just
how
be at home.
Like it was nice to get a break.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but after like a week, you're like, okay,
like,
I can see how a month, 2, 3, 4 people almost like a year. It's about to be a year.
Literally a year, like an anniversary of a year.
Exactly.
Like next month.
So like I can see how this can be very like troubling times.
Impacting
or, like,
on people.
Yeah, like or just. It makes people do different things. Like people are gonna try drinking, people are gonna try smoking. That's why I feel like ever since the pandemic started, a lot more people have been smoking or like started smoking.
Yeah,
like,
I realized that too. Yeah,
like there's just nothing to do, so they gotta
like pick up new stuff. Yeah, somehow like literally like you can only watch so much or like do so many things in your house. But yeah, that's literally how it felt for me. I was just at home. I mean, I was doing stuff, but I was just literally at home.
Yeah.
Like there was I would try to like learn how to cook. I tried cooking. Yeah, it was cool, bro. I still want to learn how to cook.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool, like just to like be a chef. Gordon Ramsay, if you ever see this, hit me up. Give me some lessons.
Elon Musk too, apparently.
Elon Musk, bro. Yeah, for real. Elon Musk. I'm not gonna say he's a goat, but he's a pretty cool guy. I think he's weird. I think he's really, really weird.
We had this conversation outside.
Yeah, I mean he's cool. Like Elon Musk, he built Tesla. Now he's building SpaceX. He's doing all this crazy shit. He's trying to go to Mars. Yeah, dope. I love that. I feel like I want to do that type of stuff.
Yeah,
So,
like you look up to his
success, yes, and like the person, like his accomplishments, the things he's done, right? Yeah, I want to resemble that myself. But like himself, I follow him on Twitter. He's weird. He's really weird, bro. Like he named his kid
Dude,
number X
some
letter,
shit,
yeah, like a robot type of stuff. And then I saw this on TikTok the other day too. It was the podcast he did with Joe Rogan.
Oh, he was in a podcast with Joe Rogan?
Yeah. But a while back, this is when he smoked the blunt and then
Wait.
Yeah, bro,
Elon Musk
or
smoked
he-
the blunt and then
he
got
hit
on a
it.
podcast?
Yeah, you've never seen that?
And he's not sitting right here next to us?
Yeah, not yet. But in the future, Elon, definitely marking this. But yeah, he smoked the blunt. Tesla stock dropped like 12%.
Fuck. After
Yeah, it was
that?
crazy. Yeah, as he did it.
No way.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
That's insane.
Because investors are like, bro, he's
He's
smoking
fucking
now.
smoking.
Yeah, like he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
But it's Elon. Who cares? And it's weed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, not everyone's.
and he hit it once. He literally hit it once, and he was like, I don't feel anything.
Yeah.
But
But it's
yeah.
that image that they get of him, like, smoking it.
Smoking,
that-
yeah, like because it's still new. Like even now, it's kind of becoming federally regulated, but it's still not everywhere. It's not accepted.
Mhm.
It's still like something that's kind of coming about.
Yeah, I feel
But,
like, you know how, like, drinking was banned back then? Like, way back
Yeah,
then?
and then everybody
Yeah,
started
everyone
drinking,
do
and now it's
you
good
look
and
at
cool.
it now, so I feel like this is the next drinking. Like,
True.
literally, this is.
Yeah.
I think, I hope.
Yeah, but what I was saying like about Elon, it was on a TikTok I saw on his podcast. Whenever Joe would ask him a question, he would respond, and the way that he would respond. Oh, look, it stopped. Another recording on there.
Ad break.
Pause. But yeah, so like as Joe was asking him questions, he would pause and kind of stare and look as if he was analyzing like letters like in front of him. And somebody said that have you heard of the Neuralink, the chip that he's trying to put in people's
Oh,
heads?
yeah, the chip.
Yeah, apparently he had already had the chip in his head and he's like a robot now, and that was like as he was getting asked questions, it was processing information in his head, and that's why he was like reading stuff.
Elon said this?
Yeah, no, somebody said that on TikTok.
Oh,
but
I was like,
it looked like that's what was happening, like he was a robot type of thing. Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
they said that about Elon.
Elon, like he was a robot, he already had the chip in him, like he was his first test product. Yeah,
He put it himself?
yeah. We're talking about Elon. I'm looking over there at that Kobe poster, man.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
Yeah, rest in peace.
I don't know if you can tell, but. Kind of
Yeah, he got the
Kind
jersey
of
on.
fan.
I remember. Yeah,
uh,
I don't have a jersey on, but I'm still a fan. Die
I didn't
hard.
get the memo.
Yeah, nah, I did not know. He did not tell me. He
It's
told
my
me that
fault.
we were supposed to like wear casual, and then he came out with the jersey, and he was like, "Hey, we were supposed to wear jerseys." So I was like, "Damn."
No, I didn't tell him anything like that. But do you remember do you remember what you were doing exactly
When it happened,
when he passed?
when I heard about it,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, when I first heard about it, like the day it happened, I was still sleeping. I had just woken up, and I got a FaceTime from my cousin, and she was like, my cousin and my brother. You know how you have like group FaceTimes now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like around that time, and they were like, Kobe died, and I was like, what do you mean Kobe died? And I got a notification as they were saying it on Twitter, because I had my Twitter
Yeah.
notification on for like news, and it said that Kobe Bryant had passed away in a tragic accident, and yeah, that was like the craziest thing ever. Like I had just woken up.
Surreal, right?
Yeah, it was like whoa,
Exactly.
and I feel like at that same time as I woke up, it kind of felt weird. Like that day, that whole day kind of felt weird in general. I don't know if like for you, the vibe, the whole vibe was off. Like I don't know, it
Exactly.
was so weird. We went out to eat that day.
It just didn't feel right?
Yeah,
Nothing
nah, we
felt
were
right.
watching it on TV, and I was just I was reading on Twitter. I was like, bro, what? This is like
The way it felt is like as if there was like a big like
a shift, like some shift happened.
There's like a
yeah.
shift in the universe. Like there's like a big blanket over you that just covered you.
Yeah,
and, like, you
kind
just
of,
can't-
yeah.
Nothing felt right. Like I felt like something was holding me. And
Right.
Obviously, it was because of Kobe. Like there was no way about it because he was so well known. Like
Yeah.
literally everyone knows Kobe Bryant. So, for me, for my story is like I was at work. I was about to get off in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm walking around the store.
Oh, yeah, because you work in the morning. I was like, damn,
Yeah. You're just waking up. I'm about to clock out.
Yeah.
But he, one of my coworkers like taps me. He's a huge Laker fan too. He taps me and he's like, yo, Kobe just died.
Yeah.
And him knowing how big like a Laker fan I am,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, no way. Instantly check my phone, notifications from group chats and like everything.
Like
Twitter
everybody,
notifications,
bro.
like,
It was like
yeah,
everywhere right
it was
away.
like wildfire. And then I don't know. It was like it's like something in me left, and then you just feel it just never felt the same after that.
Yeah.
And then that feeling, it didn't even go away. Like even the next day or the next few
Right,
days,
yeah, like a couple of days, like,
yeah.
it was just so weird.
And, like
That's so weird how that
everywhere you
happened,
go,
yeah.
like on Twitter, like any social media, you can even walk outside and see something about Kobe. Like
Yeah,
on local
everywhere,
stores
for
about-
real.
It was that monumental.
He meant that much to people,
especially here in LA, like the
Yeah.
heart of like. Well, we're in the valley, so we're not in the heart of LA,
but true, like still, yeah, I kind of.
this is this is the person we watched growing up. That
Mm-hmm.
every
And he, like,
single
he-
kid, I why
Yeah.
did he start playing basketball?
Right, like everybody shot the
Yeah,
ball, said Kobe.
exactly.
Yeah, for real. Like everybody wanted to be like him because I feel like that was our generation.
yeah,
Right, yeah.
that was the. He was like
He's a goat in my eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. For me, yeah.
that's a different conversation. With all
Oh,
respect to Kobe.
all right.
That's-
We'll have that conversation in another episode.
Yes, exactly. But I love that guy. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, I have a poster. I'll probably like get a picture.
Well, yeah,
of it.
we'll put a picture in here.
of it, of Kobe right above my little desk right there. So he's always been an idol, just someone I look up to.
Yeah.
And just that, like you said, and the fact that his daughter was on it, that was like absolutely heartbreaking. And I don't know, like since it was all over social media and it was during that like tragic time, I couldn't help but watch it though.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to like relive those memories and relive
Oh, like all the highlights
yeah,
and
like
stuff
all,
that
all
he did.
his highlights, and maybe I haven't seen, just for like the hope that I didn't see this one highlight, and it's a
Yeah.
new Kobe highlights in me that I'll never get again. You know, like that.
That's
That's what.
true.
And even like all the little moments he had with Gigi and like her coming into the women's sports, like she already
Yeah,
had
like
signed to
making
UConn.
an impact
yeah,
on it.
she
Yeah.
was already signed to UConn, and she was barely going to high school or something.
That's true. Yeah,
So,
she was a beast,
yeah,
bro.
Kobe said she was better than her.
Yeah, like at his age, right?
Yeah, just
Or like at their age.
yeah,
like, he
exactly.
was better?
Comparing
Yeah.
them. So just that her being like that young and the fact that they passed doing what they both love, like
Yeah.
they were going to a basketball game, like that's
Crazy, bro. Crazy, absolutely insane.
And to me, he was always the one person who I never thought I would see that happen to, like just pass in general. Like
Right?
he always
Yeah.
proved to me, or I would say almost always proved till he couldn't anymore. Physically, that he was invincible. Like nothing.
Right?
would get
Yeah,
in
like
his way,
nothing would
nothing
like
stop
face him, and he
Yeah.
would just be able to like do everything.
Exactly.
For sure.
That-
Like conquer
that's
the
what
world.
he always portrayed. So I think
Yeah.
that's what made it hurt even more to like a lot of us.
That's true. Yeah. But along with that thing that you were saying, like it was just like a weird feeling. But like, you know his book, the Mamba Mentality
I
one.
think it went. It's not platinum, but what do you call it?
I don't know.
Yeah, what
Uh,
the book?
he won an award
yeah, like
for
the
it,
book
yeah.
going that.
He sold a lot.
Yeah.
He sold a lot of copies. Yeah.
I was
I
gonna
read
say
it.
the Nobel
Have you
Peace
read it?
Prize.
The what? No, not that one.
That's
He
nowhere
won
close to it.
he won an Oscar though, or an Oscar.
Yeah, he did win an Oscar too
Yeah.
for his like short film or whatever.
Yeah, the Kobe Bryant
Dude, he was just
documentary
getting
movie.
started, man.
Yeah, bro, he was for sure about to do a bunch of stuff outside of basketball, even though it was related to basketball.
Yes.
But yeah, but have you ever read his book?
I have not. Have you?
Yeah, I read it. It's pretty good. Yeah, it kind of talks like a little bit of, a little bit about the inside of like his brain and like his thought process and how he kind of function. It's pretty cool.
Does it talk about like Mamba mentality?
Yeah, and like how
Like
not
it-
yeah,
it's
like how to get
like
into that
indirectional-
mode.
not-
Yeah, a lot of like stuff about obsession and just like being obsessed about what you're doing,
Yeah.
and just like getting to
working
the point.
get it.
Yeah, like just keep going and just kind of like that nitty gritty, like never giving up, never backing down.
It's everything he like aspired to be, or like
Yeah.
everything he showed throughout his career.
Yeah, just
But in
like
book
continuing
form.
to like grind and just like being a killer
Yeah.
and just fucking like just
Like owning
yeah.
it. Like going
Yeah,
out there,
all of
killing
that.
it and owning it.
Like a lot of that book, like I remember it would just be like a lot of people would just talk about like his work ethic and like how much he was just like pinned